I'm gonna give y'all a bit of information of why I say certain things I say. So I'm outside taking a break again. I'm trying to use my time more efficiently, not waste time. So if I take a break and come outside, I'm just sitting here. So I just think to do a video, be productive on both ends. So the last time I was sitting out here, I was talking about our prophetess Betty Wright, which was a little sarcasm. A lot of y'all don't know, so let me tell you why I reference Betty Wright. There was a video recorded, and I was talking about how no pain, no gain was brewing in my spirit. Every time a song just brew in my spirit, and I have had to listen to the song many times to really get the understanding of what God is trying to speak to me through a song. It happens all the time, not just secular music, but a lot of Christian music too. So anyways, I referenced Betty Wright. That's why I brought up her name, and that's why I brought up the song. Okay. A lot of y'all don't know because y'all ain't listened to y'all have not listened to the other videos. But there were some things that I showcased, or I pinpointed in my message at the very beginning, which was earrings and broken nails. I got them fixed. I actually like this color. This is the first time. I think it's the first time I ever got this pink color, but I actually like it on my hands. But so I'm complete. I got 10 nails, okay, instead of 8. Sometimes I say things that go over your head, and y'all was like, I don't know why she trying to showcase them earrings because they not cute anyway. That wasn't the point. I wasn't trying to display them saying that they were cute. They're cute to me, but they probably ugly to you. It was a bigger point that I was trying to make. If I talk about food or a material thing, 7 times out of 10, it's an allegory, which is an allegory is a image or story whose interpretation can communicate something else. It's a hidden meaning. Okay, so the earrings and the 2 broken nails had a hidden meaning. The earrings was vintage, also had 2 broken nails. The earrings was about ears which listen. Okay. The Bible always say that many verses in the Bible say whoever has ears to hear, let them hear. You can go find it in the Bible. And the earrings was vintage in terms of this earth. Vintage is something of old, of high quality and lasting value, or showing the best, most typical characteristics of a particular type of thing. Something that is not new, an example of a style from the past. I don't remember the site which I got that off of, but that's what it means. Something of old, a high quality and lasting value. And I saw this. It said, well, how can you sum up vintage in one word? And this is the word: time, amount of time. So I was talking about an appointed time. My second video to that first video was talking about appointed time, and I was talking about how God came to Zechariah and said his seasoned wife was going to give birth to a son. And if you listen to the message, you'll understand what I'm saying, because I'm not going to reiterate the whole thing. Okay, so it was amount of time, and I put appointed time. What makes you vintage? You are at least, or a thing is at least 20 years old, but less than 100. Okay. The biblical meaning of vintage: the season of ingathering of the grapes. I would talk about that in a few other messages. gathering of the grapes, which will lead me to talking about the table of showbread. Okay. The harvest was a season of joy, which I talked about. It's time to be joyful. It's time to have joy, be happy. Okay. So when I say things, it's an allegory. It's not exactly what I'm saying, y'all. It's kind of cool out here, cold outside. So this is what I wrote. Your harvest season is that God placed that leaping in your belly. The movement is the Holy Spirit, and whatever God placed in there is your promise that will come at its appointed time. Okay. I was talking about a husband. When you see your husband, there should be a leaping in the womb, because God will allow you to testify who that person is. Because mind you, if there's a match made in heaven with you and another person, that means that you may not be on one accord in this earth realm, together in this earth realm, but you are in the spirit realm. So there should be a leaping, there should be a the pit of your belly should testify to you who that person is. Okay, 2 broken nails. I have 10 fingers. If two nails are broken, that means I have 8 unbroken nails, which I did, right? 8 is new beginning. And what I'm going to say about new beginning, because I've been talking about new beginning, right? So what I'm going to say about new beginning is, don't be ashamed to start over. It's a new beginning. Or fix what's been broken. Do not be ashamed to start over or fix what's been broken. Everybody, when I say start over, because everybody is now in a place, but God said he would do a new thing. Eyes have not seen it, ears have not heard what God has prepared for you. Let him do that new thing. If something is broken, let him fix it. 10 is the number of completion, a divine order, and a perfection of God's will. Now, I was talking about becoming united in this earth realm with the husband that God purposed for you. That's coming into God's divine order. I also was talking about leaping in the womb. That's getting on the path or coming into God's divine order. Whoever God biblically match you with in the spirit, when you choose that person, and your body, yourself, will testify to who that is. That's coming in divine order. I also talked about how the devil masquerade like an angel of light. So there is a thing to get other men come to you that's in a form of who your husband really is, because they masquerade like an angel of light. So sometimes you can have a false positive. And what I mean about that, it looks like what you should receive, but it's false, right? So it looks like it, which that's the positive. You thinking it's positive, but it's false, because it's coming in that ain't the person that God is putting you with or gathering you together with. And even I talked about in the past about God bringing those into your life that's going to stand with you. That's the gathering. Anyways, it's harvest time. It's time to be full of joy. It's time to understand the covenants of God, the premise of God, and what God really wants for your life. So to go back what I said at the very beginning of this message, 7 times out of 10 when I say a thing, because I'm really not a person that's I like nice stuff, okay? And I don't just thrift all of my stuff, but oh, I'm glad I kept talking. Let me come back to what I was gonna say. Okay, I don't thrift all of my things, but I've started doing it, and it's like I ask myself, where this type of shopping been all my life, you know? But anyways, I talk about 4. The vintage earrings was $4. That meant the whole world. The whole world. The whole world. I was talking about the whole world. Four corners of the earth. 4 corners of this world. I was talking to everybody inside of the 4 corners. So that's why I put $3.99. It was actually $4. So yeah, y'all, everything is what it seems, you know. Especially with me, when I say things for a reason. I'm not here to aimlessly. So some people understand. When I say stuff, sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying at the time that I'm saying it, if the Holy Spirit is leading me to say it. When I go back and listen to it, I was like, oh, that is what God is saying. But I'm telling you, there is maybe a few people that listen to my messages that understand what I'm saying when I'm talking. Okay, y'all be favored in the Lord. May mercy, God bestow mercy upon you. And I extend grace when necessary. And love. Yeah, we still in that, we still at that place of trying to figure out, all of us collectively together, to combat the chaos, the darkness in this world. And you know, we stand together in one accord spiritually. We don't have to pray together, just stand on one accord, proclaiming that we will stand with heaven's agenda, and that is to love. You know, put God first, exalt him above all, and love his way. We stand in agreement with that. Spiritually, we can dismantle the dark clouds, the evil forces that continue to spread abroad. So you all pray for me as I pray for you. Until next time.